bring forth the holy seed, man. That's in the scriptures right there. Let's go to Judges. Read chapter 9 verse 18.
9 verse 18. And ye are risen up against my father's house this day, and have slain his sons 70 persons upon one stone, and have made Abimelech the son of his maidservant.
Now we just read in Judges chapter 8 verse 31 that Abimelech's mother was a concubine. So here it is. It said Abimelech the son of his maidservant. So that goes to show you the concubines were Gentile women that were our maidservants. So basically, if you're dealing with a Gentile woman, she's your servant. Right. She has to be your servant. You understand? Read.
King over the men of Shechem.
Read.
Because he is your brother.
Right. So let's more so get into that. Let's go to chapter 9 verse 1, because remember the other nations, see, we dealt with the spirit of the fact that you are who your father is. Right, but you had the Gentiles are backwards. The Gentiles are pushing you are who your mother is. Just like the so-called white man claiming to be a Jew, he's pushing that you are who your mother is. You understand? And the Africans did the same thing too. The Shechem, matter of fact, let's get that. Let's show what Abimelech did. Read chapter 9 verse 1.
And Abimelech, the son of Jerubbaal, went to Shechem unto his mother's brethren.
Read.
And commuted with them, and with all the family of the house of his mother's father, saying, Speak, I pray you, in the ears of all the men of Shechem, whether it is better for you either that all the sons of Jerubbaal, which are 70 persons, reign over you, or that one reign over you. Remember also that I am your bone and your flesh.
Right. So he was letting them know that I'm your bone and your flesh. But it was only through his mother's side. Read.
And his mother's brethren spake of him in the ears of all the men of Shechem all these words, and their hearts inclined to follow Abimelech, for they said he is our brother.
But really, technically, no, he was not. Okay, because his seed went back to Israel.
Right.
Okay, and when you get the understanding, the Gentiles was more so going with, well, his mother is one of us, so therefore, hey, he's our brother. You understand? But when you get the understanding, the seed is of your father, okay, not of your mother. The mother carries no seed. Okay. Only time a woman carries a seed is if the seed is implanted in her through the ejaculation of man. Then she carries that man's seed for about 9 or 10 months and brings forth that child. When you get the understanding.
Right.
If
the Most High decide to exterminate all the women of our tribes, if he decides to exterminate all the women of our tribes, we can lay with the women of the other nations and bring forth Israel. Right. Bring forth the women of our tribes anyway. Why? Because the man is the one that carries the seed.
Right. I mean, there was a certain joke that was told unto me that one of the elders of Old One West Israel used to joke about how he disliked the Negro woman so much that he said the Lord is going to kill the majority of Negro women, 99.9% of you Negro women, and we're going to lay with the Hispanic and Native American, the Negro women, Negro men, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, the African American, West Indian, Haitian men, so-called Haitian men. They're going to lay with the Hispanic women and the Native Seminole Indian woman. That's how the Negro woman going to come back and get her hair through the Latin tribes. Okay, that's what was said. So you Negro women going to come back in the kingdom, okay, and have your hair because we laid with the Latin tribes. Because see, we Judah, okay, and Levi and Benjamin, and the seed is of the father. So if we have any daughters, they're going to be of us. Okay, if a Judite man sleeps with for example, a Naphtalian woman, okay, that child is of Judah. And yet, if she's a daughter, she may come back with her hair. So she's going to be a Judite woman with her hair because her mother was a native Indian woman.
Right.
Okay, that was a joke. Okay, that was spoke of back then. But in essence, it's halfway true to a certain degree of the retrospect that you are who your father is. And basically, the bulk of the nation of Israel is made up of Hispanics and Native and Seminole Indians anyways. Yeah. Okay, 70% of the nation, we get to understand it, is made up of the 10 lost tribes. Okay, 10 out of 12, 13 tribes, it represents the Hispanics and Native and Seminole Indians. Yeah. Okay, now it may not look like that now, okay, because the bulk of the nation seem to be Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, but, okay, a lot of the 10 tribes are going to come in at that last hour, like it tells you in 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter. Okay, just before Christ come back, a lot of the peaceable multitude is going to start coming in. They're going to start pouring in, okay, as more hell breaks loose. Okay, give me Ecclesiasticus chapter 13, verse 15 in the Apocrypha.